That was everything that I dreamed it would be. What a performance from Chelsea. So dominating, and I am over the moon. What a perfect way to start the weekend. Chelsea have won at home. It's been a really long time since I've uttered those words. Chelsea have managed to accrue the 3 points at home. Not since March, not since we beat Borussia Dortmund have we managed to win a home game. Do you know how long ago that was? Do you remember Kai Havertz? He missed the penalty, he then scored the penalty because it was retaken. That was so long ago. Borussia Dortmund, the 2-0 victory. I think Sterling scored that day as well. But we have finally won again. And today was perfect. It's the first time that we've won at home since March. We've managed to get the 3 points, a clean sheet in order. Nicholas Jackson on the score sheet, which is so important. Your centre forward scoring goals is huge. That is exactly what you need. And Northwest London's very own Raheem the Dream was on fire. 2 goals, 1 assist. He's everything that we hoped he would be. He is coming so good. And on the right-hand side, under the stewardship of Mauricio Pochettino, like, you know, when you see the Tottenham fans singing about Pochettino being magic, you know, and all that, maybe they were onto something because he looks exceptional. I think he is most certainly got a contender for goal of the season already. Bearing in mind that the season has just started, Raheem Sterling tonight scored a contender, if not the winner, for the goal of the season competition. Look, Chelsea was so good today. We were so good, and so we should be. We're so much better. There's a chasm in class, but that doesn't always tell. But tonight it did. We dominated the game from start to finish. We were far better. We thoroughly deserved the victory, but crucially, we got it. There have been other games this season where we could have got the victory, and it hasn't necessarily gone our way. So the resilience on display tonight, I am really pleased. And Raheem Sterling, obviously man of the match. Listen, everybody's going to talk about Raheem Sterling. I think that it's important to give Nicholas Jackson a mention. I think we have to talk about the brilliance of Enzo Fernandez. But Raheem Sterling today, the architect of everything good that Chelsea did, the artistry involved in everything good that Chelsea did. He is an architect, he is an artist, he is truly brilliant. He is a genius with the ball at his feet and scoring 2, setting up the other one for Nicholas Jackson. And that Jackson goal, it was special. It was a really good goal, and I'll tell you for why. It's not dazzling. If you see it, you won't even quite understand why I'm flagging it. There's no such thing as a bad goal, right? We all agree. There's no such thing as a bad goal. But there is such a thing as a striker's goal. And Chelsea don't have that ruthless fox in the box, as Arsene Wenger used to refer to it. We didn't have that. And you need that. Every team desperately needs that. So Nicholas Jackson, first touch, coming in, gets it into the back of the net, sort of half bundles it home. That's what we need. You know, we have players that can produce magic. We have the Raheem Sterling that can do what he did for that first goal tonight, which was just unbelievable. Driving at the heart of the Luton defence. They were terrified. It'd be a nightmare to play against Raheem Sterling. He is your worst nightmare if you're a fullback. And him on the right-hand side, very interesting. And actually, Mauricio Pochettino deserves an awful lot of credit for many reasons. You know, let's remember, at the beginning of the season, it was looking like Raheem Sterling could end up on the bench. You know, if Christopher Nkunku wasn't injured, I imagine that Raheem Sterling's place in the team could be in jeopardy. But Nkunku got injured, and suddenly Mauricio Pochettino has worked a system to get the best out of Raheem Sterling. For the furtherance of Chelsea, you get the best out of Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling is one of the best players at the club, undoubtedly. The form hasn't reflected that, but we know the talent of Raheem Sterling. He is undoubtedly one of the best players at the club. Mauricio Pochettino has deduced that you get the best out of Sterling, the team will rise. The team will elevate if you get the best out of Sterling, and he has done that. It really is incredible. And that first goal that he scored, it was an outrageous solo dribble goal of the season. I don't care what anybody tells me. That will be goal of the season. And let's remember that Raheem Sterling only cost 50 million quid, which by today's standards, it's changed down the back of the sofa, isn't it? So I am delighted with the form that he has displayed, not only tonight. Like, Raheem Sterling has started this season just dazzling form. Dazzling, electrifying. He's so up for it. He's got the bit between his teeth and he's ready to drive Chelsea up the table. And when he is in his determined best mood, we're going to be a threat to everyone. Tonight, he scored the goal. He scored the goal that he's threatened to score since the season started. He was a thorn in Liverpool's side. He was excellent in patches throughout the season so far. So I am over the moon. And look, let's be honest, he endured a rather underwhelming first season at Stamford Bridge, we'll call it. But the fact that he has started like this, off the back of that injury to Nkunku, I am just over the moon. And the way that he set up Jackson's goal, like, I'm glad that Jackson scored that striker's goal, delighted for the boy. But Sterling just getting to the byline, pulling it back, picking out his man, it really is impressive. Like, people were asking, weren't they? Where are the goals going to come from? Are Chelsea capable of scoring enough goals? Are we threatening enough? And when you see Sterling doing that, when you see the rejuvenated Raheem Sterling in that form, I mean, it's just brilliant. So let's also remember that Raheem Sterling's only 28 years old. You know, he has an awful lot to give. And if he can keep this form up, we are going to be a real threat. So overall, I am over the moon because I was so deflated last week against West Ham United. You know, it just went wrong, didn't it? Everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. Fernandes missed that penalty. You could see that there wasn't enough experience around the team. And we shrunk. We were bullied and we shrunk. But there was a resilience today. Even when things looked like they were going a little bit pear-shaped at 1-0, when Luton were coming back into the game, even when that happened, you could see that there was a genuine belief that Chelsea were going to get through, get to the promised land that is the 3 points. So overall, I am truly, truly delighted. What a start to the weekend. And Chelsea now move up to 8th in the league. We're moving on up, and I am over the moon. Thank you so much for watching this video. Before you go, I have a huge favour to ask you though. Will you please give this video a like? I did a video with Thogden the other day, and he taught me that what you should be doing is actually creating a like target in your video. So I'm going to set a like target. What should I do? 2,000? He did something like 11 or whatever. But I'm going to do a 2,000 like target. If you would help me get there, it would be incredible. And I would like to say thank you so much to everybody who has watched. If you're new around here, please do consider clicking that subscriber button. My name's Rory. I talk about football a lot, and it would honestly be my honour to welcome you in to this footballing community. I talk about football all the time, so please join. But today is a good day. Pochettino gets his first win as Chelsea's gaffer. We've beaten Luton 3-0. Raheem Sterling scored 2, created 1. The first goal was just sensational. And Nicholas Jackson gets his deserved opener for the club as well. Look, there were some moments of nerves here and there in the second half, but ultimately, we killed off the game. We did enough. We were very strong. And we showed a resilience that wasn't on display at all last season. It's good news, and I cannot wait for more football this weekend. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. In a bit.